guys, before we go any further, don't forget, okay, it only takes you 1 second, just 1 second. Click that like button, drop a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because we are trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. That's all we ask. That's all I am asking for. Just show support on the channel. It doesn't make sense that we have 5, 6, 700 views and we don't even reach to what, 300 likes. Come on guys, start the video, click your like, and then we keep on going. That's it. Anyways, now we go to it. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee. Well, it's supposed to be my maximum, but my kid always plays this little thing for me. Out of his allowance, always buys a different mug for me to show that I am a super dad. So this is the one he bought me when I got back, so that's why I'm using it. So we're gonna take a sip of coffee from my super dad mug. Yeah, everything guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we'll look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will check at prices in details, and once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Yeah, I know, right? Some people will looking at it and go like, Lambo. But my question again, are we buying Lambos yet? I know. Yeah, this is the funniest thing. A little bit down, you know. It's festivity times, and I hope you guys did pass how do I say it? Did have a great day with your families and your loved ones and whatever y'all did. Okay, I hope you had a good time, but don't forget it. Okay, so sometimes people look at things different way. Me, it is not a must to celebrate Christmas. You have to look at the state of your pockets, right? If your pocket can handle it, go ahead and do it. If your pocket cannot handle it, don't try to be rich today to be broke tomorrow. Because hey, before you know it, January is going to be here, and then people are going to know the real deal after that. You're going to know the real deal, because most people will be jumping off the bridge. Because after you try to play rich with money you don't have, next thing that will show up is Ye-Yeee. You understand, right? I hope you do understand that. Let me set this down for a second right now. Okay, this way, and I'm gonna turn this way. That's even better. But anyways, yesterday we talked about what was going on, why the market was dumping. Okay, if you pay attention, you will see that it has started to stabilize, just like I told you guys. Normally when those options closes, because this was the biggest option trade in crypto history, I think 25 or 30 billion dollars, I think that's what it was. I can't really tell. So when those kind of options closes, it takes a little while, maybe 24. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. It's Christmas, everybody tried to say hi. But anyways, after you have that kind of move, we usually see 24 to 48 hours before the price starts to first stabilize, and then the takeoff happens. Okay, so yeah, we've seen people who are now still not paying attention to stuff, and people who are now still not realizing what just happened. And like we said, it's not the first time we've seen it. I think sometime was it in 2021, we had options around $10 billion worth of crypto, which is around I don't even know how many crypto was. I'm not sure how many Bitcoin it was that triggered that run. That's what we are looking at right now. But the difference is that this time I think it's almost double, because we have around 27,000 Bitcoins option that just expired. Okay, just expired. And it's like oh, they're expiring today 26, so we're about to see it happen. And you see that, and people still think otherwise. It's in human nature. Right now, that the price of Bitcoin or price of Kaspa, for example, that we are talking about on this channel, price of Kaspa, price of corn, price of jasmine, cubic, and all that stuff. You see it right now, it's so low. Nobody's looking at it. Nobody's interested in trying to, put in a position on it. Nobody's looking at that. But just like you are looking at gold right now, I'm trying to tell people every time, listen, gold has gone. Gold is way past. Gold is running on fumes. You are not supposed to get into an asset when it's at the top. It's running on fumes. It's not two ways to look about it. Even look at the M2. The M2 will tell you what's happening, what's going on with gold. Go look at all the information coming out of on all these countries and their financial system, what is happening. Okay, so they are pushing gold to the point, like even right now, gold has no business running. It has no business running. And you begin to see other stuff like other countries, they are coming out with rate hike. Japan is doing it, China is doing it. The US, supposedly they are cutting rates, but we are not seeing it. Okay, it's not everything they're talking about goes against the currents, because right now the US inflation is knocking on our doors. It's doing so. So we explained it here the other day. We have currency, and you have it's just like sometimes it doesn't, it's funny for me to explain it over and over, but okay, we're gonna do it again in a very short while. We have currency and you have economy. There are two things. These two things, they fix each other. You understand? Economy fixes the currency and the currency fixes economy. Therefore, we have quantitative easing and quantitative tightening. So we're going to explain this using the language of everyday's man. We have money printing and money taking. That's how we're going to call them for you to understand even further. When economy is doing bad, just like it is doing right now, job numbers plummeting, like people, not many people have jobs. Okay, therefore we can't take taxes out of it. There is a lot of things that's going on in that camp. The government usually open up the gates. They print a lot of money. Once they print money, that money get absorbed by industries, which now they have enough money to hire people back. Okay, they hire people to do all whatever they have to do. Therefore, printing of the money saves the economy. But this time, let's go the other way around. Okay, now when inflation begins to climb because they printed that money and economy is doing good, what the economy usually do, absorbs that excess money that you printed. Okay, you absorbs it. Once the economy absorbs it, that economy in turn fix the currency, because as soon as you absorb it, there is not much dollars circulating. That lack of dollars circulating, you already know, demand and supply, right? When there is less of something, the higher the value goes. Therefore, inflation also gets fixed. So each other is like two hands. You can't wash your hand like that. You need two hands to wash each other, right? That's what you need. Inflation, currency, economy, they wash themselves. Okay, they function together. But COVID came, like we explained here before. Okay, COVID came, and when COVID came, that changed everything. Okay, it changed everything to the point that you couldn't make anything work, because the Fed, they made a crucial big mistake. Now, economy was in standstill. Economy wasn't working because if you do remember, everybody was at home. Everybody was sitting down, right? No, economy was in standstill. Now, the government, what they did is they printed money, currency, right? Now, if you print the currency, where is it going to go? Economy is not working, so they cannot absorb that money. They can't. And the worst part of it is that it's not just the US, Japan, India, China, you name it. Every country on earth was printing money. And every country on earth, their economy was on a standstill. So right now you're looking at it and people are saying, well, you see M2 is going up. Of course, liquidity is going up. There is a lot of liquidity in the market because all the money that everybody printed still laying around. still laying around. And on top of that, you do have our good friend Trumpicius Magicius, which again came up with trade wars. When the trade wars started, which again, if you ask me, I do support trade wars, because hey, you cannot be making money off America and America ain't making money from you. That is just selfish. Okay, it's just selfish. It's the same situation. Two hands wash each other better. You making money from American economy, okay, let America also make money from your economy. It's that simple, right? But anyway, that's a topic for another day. So we do have this situation right now going on. All this extra money that everybody printed is laying there. There's just too much money to be absorbed by the economy. It's too much money. So now you have the situation that some countries have even gone from normal inflation to stagflation. I mean, the inflation is out of control right now. So all of you who are sitting there telling me, yeah, they're gonna cut rates and we're gonna print more money, and you look at it and you go like, how do you even see what Uncle Trumpicius is doing? Trumpicius Magicius, what he's doing is, like, first of all, he's trying to make sure that that money that is laying on the ground is absorbed first. And then everybody can't keep saying, but he's talking about cutting rates. Yeah, we can cut rates and not print money. There is so many ways you can do this that you don't even need to print money. There's so many ways. You can reduce the taxes on companies. Trade wars is another one to get revenue from other places. Okay, there is so many things you can do. But right now, we have that main problem, like everybody's trying to de-dollarize the entire world. People trying to tell people, hey, my currency is better than the dollar. Look at what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. And right now, Europe, I don't even think Europe likes America anymore because of the situation of Ukraine throwing stones at Russia and Russia throwing stones at Ukraine, and the stand of the way Trump stands on that situation. So there is a lot of things going on. A lot of things that one simple mistake right now on the US dollar that will send us nose diving down. Okay, now a lot of you will say, well, how does that concern me? It's very simple. Now money is changing, the form of banking is changing, things are looking different. Okay, we look at gold, for example. I've been telling you that if you know how to read the market, you are going to make an insane amount of money from it. And I come here, I'm not your financial advisor, but I try to tell you, like, okay, look at that way, look at that way, look at the other way. If you can make out, if you can put 2 and 2 together, you make a lot of money. Now, many times I've come here and I've told you, you have to think about it this way: Kaspa, Quant, and Cash. Okay, or Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash. Those are things you have to think of. Because first of all, if you look at Kaspa, in that department, Kaspa's development is coming out strong. They are working strong. And trust me, when the entire market starts to crash, if Kaspa moves up just a little bit, I'm not gonna say moves up to $10. No. During the bear market, which we are about to start, everything crashing, everything going off, if Kaspa moves against that current let's just say the bear market begins and Kaspa is sitting at let's pick a random number, 12 cents, for example, and during the bear market Kaspa moves from 12 cents to 15 cents, that FOMO is going to be epic. Everybody and their grandmama is going to want to jump in there, because losing money everywhere, you're looking for something where you're going to make more money from. And looking at Kaspa's development and the things that are coming out of that camp, you can tell that, yeah, Kaspa is getting ready to run. It's getting ready to run. The sell pressure, people that mine Kaspa way before, people that bought Kaspa way under, the sell pressure is almost going out. That's why if you look at it, Kaspa's been bouncing 4.5 cents. 4.5 cents, no matter how bad the market does. Kaspa's been doing straightforward. Okay, and right now you look at it again, everybody and their grandmom is not going to look at it, because everybody sees the green candle that are getting printed on stock market, on gold, silver, or even copper. Those are printing green candles right now that are like glowing from thousands of miles away. Now, those of them getting into it right now, like I said at the beginning of the video, is human nature. People like to buy the top and sell at the low. That is human nature. Because again, if you look at gold and you start looking at what gold is doing on the MACD, on the RSI, if you want to add some Bollinger Band, like I usually say, that will give you some a little more clarity on what's going on in the market, right? You can look at it and still, everybody, you started to hear it. Somebody said, yeah, gold is going to $10,000. Really? Really? Do you know how that stone usually start to tumble down? The simple way to know, go look at the Japanese carry trade, which is about to take place sometime this January or February. That, my friend, every time on this channel, we have talked about the effect of those kind of things, right? It's about to take place. And now we're about to have another Fed rate cuts coming up. And again, do not forget, all these countries against the US dollar. If we show any little stress testing the US dollar going down, guess what? There you go, right? And again, you also can still see it. The Chinese government, what they're doing, they're trying to strengthen the gold against the dollar. But you're forgetting they don't have infinite amount of money. Gold is running on fumes. It's running on fumes, and all it takes is one smart person of those who bought this gold from the beginning to sell a little big amount of it. Because like I'm looking at it, I'm telling you it's running on fumes. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have also seen it. They have also been looking at those RSIs, those MACDs, and everything else. These have a lot of fund management. You have a lot of companies that are also looking at it. They don't care about the price of gold. They care about making money for their own clients. So things are beginning to play out the way they are supposed to. Now, funny thing about it is that everything else ran, crypto hasn't run. Everybody else is busy trying to run away from it. And when you calculate the time frame, look at where the economy is, look at where crypto is. Okay, excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. And then you look at the events coming up like, hey, they're going to replace the Fed chair, which also is another one that confuses people, and nobody else pays attention, because again, the Fed is independent from the White House. People are saying, yeah, it comes in and then it's just going to do whatever Trump says. I say, hell no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. The Fed is an independent body from the White House. They don't follow that. Okay, so you look at that, and then you start to look at everybody's sentiments, right, towards the crypto market. People are extremely afraid. People are jumping bridges. Okay, look at this, for example. Let's go, like I usually show you guys every day. What is the fear and greed index? Fear and greed index. Come on, there. You see, this is the stock market. Before we even look at crypto, see where the stock market is? They're in greed. Okay, meaning they are getting to that extreme greed. We are getting there on the stock market. And again, you guys already know what market makers usually do. Okay, you guys already that's what I'm saying. We are running on fumes when it comes to stock markets, when it comes to precious metals, right? But look at the difference when it goes to crypto. See, crypto is an extreme fear, the opposite of what the stock market is doing. And we know from being in this channel what usually happens when we're in extreme fear, right? So you look at it and you start to think, okay, because everybody and their grandmom is telling you again, oh no, don't worry about that. Money is going to trickle down. After Bitcoin runs, Ethereum is going to run, then Crashlandia is going to do the wiggy, and everybody else is going. Guys, money is not going to trickle down. We have a very short time, very short time, because again, we have recession hitting down the street. It's a lot of things. Like I'm telling you, it is looking very, very bad. Look at the job numbers, job market, and then look at the inflation numbers. Look at the CPI. Look at all that stuff. It's looking very, very bad. Even after they announced rate cuts, they did this and blah, blah, blah. It's not going there. Therefore, you look at it, they have two choices. Like I said it before, you cannot save economy and save the currency. They have to choose. And based on the international markets, international position of the US dollar, because if the US dollar loses that position as the world reserve currency, there's going to be worse nightmares than economic crashing. It's going to be worse. Therefore, they are going to choose to save currency. Watch. And yet you see it on the stock market. Yeah, they made their money. Gold have made their money. The only place that they have not made money yet is on crypto. To be more specific, on Bitcoin. And as we already know it, Bitcoin, everything is tied to it. My grandma's coin, Kaspa, Quant, all of it is tied to it. It's tied to Bitcoin. So now, first step, option expiring today, 26, right? Options expiring before you know it, 24, 48 hours, and you can already see it. Look at price action. You can already see it. Price action has already started either getting nice and recovering for the entire market line. Before you know it, boom, it's going to go. Okay, for those of you telling you, oh, it's going to take 6 months. No, it's not. We have that situation of the macroeconomy. Don't also forget, we have the situation with Michael Sello and the MSI. Don't forget, there is a lot of things, negative pressures that are going to be coming in a very short time that crypto doesn't have long. Crypto has a very short time to run from wherever we are to the all-time high. I still think they're going to pump Bitcoin to 150 or 160,000, maybe a little bit above it, but it's not going to take 6 months. I think it's going to be a run of probably a month or a month and a half or something like that, or even lower than that. But yeah, you want to sit there and cry about it, that's you. But I can tell you that making generational wealth, these are that kind of time. And this 2025 is about to end. This is your last chance to position yourself to do it. Because after this year ends, next year you're about to see how everything else is going to change. You're about to see the money market is going to reset. And only those of you who are paying attention are going to be multi-millionaires out of this. You're going to have, I don't know about you, I'm making generational wealth for me, for my children, and generation coming from me behind. But anyways, that's why I keep telling you, Kaspa, Quant, Ye-Yeee, Cubic, Kaspa. Again, innovation. The real Bitcoin is called Kaspa, the real one, because anything Bitcoin was meant to do, they are not doing it. But Kaspa is busy doing it. You look at Quant, financial system. Like I told you guys, it's not XRP. Governments love control. And with XRP, I don't see no government in this world that is going to trust a private company to control the country's economy. I don't see it. And the government, they functions with the banking system. It's not XRP. It's Quant, because Quant does not want to control your banks. What Quant is doing is linking one bank with another. That's what Quant is doing. Okay, so there is all this theories going in the market, all these theories, people talking about it, and it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't. Quant has that special ingredient that you are needed. Like, let's just say this bank with XRP, the other one with HBAR, the other one with this different cryptos. Quant links them together to be able to function, to be able to do business together. That's why I keep saying Quant. Now we look at Ye-Yeee. An entire country is backing this coin up. It's backing it up. So if it was just a community, that would be it. I would be a little bit bearish. But when it comes to an entire country backing it up, they've already shown it. Their electronics company, their payment system, their blah blah blah, whatever that is going there, they have already showed they're backing Ye-Yeee up. That's why I would take that chance. And when we talk about Cubic, that's very simple. What is going on today? AI everything, right? AI car, AI watch, AI shoes, AI crowns, all of them is AI. Now, I call it high risk, high reward when it comes to Cubic, because one, the market cap is almost zero. Can they pull it off? Can they pull it off? That's number two. But that's a risk. You need to know your risk tolerance. I know which one I can tolerate. If it goes to zero, I'm okay if I lose that money. But if they pull it off, do you imagine investing in one? I mean, excuse me. Do you imagine investing in Cubic right now at 90 or 80 million dollar market cap, and Cubic goes up to, let's say, $5 billion market cap? Do you imagine how much money you can make? But yet it is a high risk, high reward. So when we come to the market, we look at those things, and I tell you, you gotta be watching, because it's that simple, right? It's that simple. All you have to do is watch, invest your money in the right places, and make generational wealth. Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. To do that, we're gonna need our good friend Crypto Bubbles, and somewhere here, as we got. See, like I said, you have to watch the market. Okay, everybody's anticipating what's going on right here. So, anyways, yeah, let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS, and we do have here Kaspa. We do have for the past hour 0.2% down, 0.1% up on the day, 3.5% up on the week, 24.7% down on the month, and 62.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.20 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $16.1 million. Guys, that volume is too low. That usually be the first indicator of a big move coming. Okay, anyways, we'll look at QNT, the banker's coin. What do we have? 0.5% down the last hour, 2.1% down on the day, 1.5% down on the week, 15% down on the month, and 39% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.06 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $11.30 million. Again, that volume is very, very low. Okay, now we look at the next one. Is going to be Cubic. Okay, let's see what's going on in that camp. We do have 0.6% down, up the last hour, 0.3% up on the day, 13.8% up on the week, 16.8% down on the month, and 77.7% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $90.54 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.24 million. We look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, JAS. 0.4% up in the last hour, 2.4% down on the day, 1.9% down on the week, 21.2% down on the month, and 84.5% down on the year. That number is what I look at, the yearly. That's how I make my move. When I was telling you guys, remember it was like 86%. So yeah, I entered my position. Now I'm waiting to see what happens. Sitting at the market cap of $296.75 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $13.95 million. Now, last but not the least, we go look at Bitcoin, Jonathan Spector, which I call the orange guy. We have here laying flat the last hour, 0.9% down on the day, 0.3% down on the week, 2.9% down on the month, and 12% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.74 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $47.69 billion. That volume has started to pick up, right? So yeah, that is something that people are not looking at, and I don't really blame them, right? Everybody's busy trying to chase the green candle on the stock market. Okay, so anyways, let's go right quick look at trading view. Okay, we look at trading view right here. Let's see what we got going on there. Now it has started. Like I said, you have to pay attention to things like the S&P 500. You have to pay attention to gold, right? As you guys can see, gold has so started showing rate is -1%, -1 today. So yeah, but well, and then you look at this, Dixie is going up, Bitcoin is also going up. So that's not what we want to see. We don't want to look at that. Look at, for example, if you look at no, not Kaspa, we're going to go first with gold. Look at this. This is where you have to look at first, and this is on the 1 hour chart. See? What do you see on the 1 hour chart? I'm telling you. See? Try to go down. Try to go down. Try to go. Again, it's a rising wage. Okay? Rising wages are bearish signals. They are. Because if you look, if you see resistance, support, right? Normally, the beginning, the target of a rising wage usually be the beginning of where it starts. You know what? Let's do it better. Let me grab here. Grab this. Let's see if you can see. This is like that. I'm trying to do it better because I'm on my phone. And come on. That's like that. And you grab another one. Let's do it better. Like that. Come on, let's do it way better. Excuse me. Okay, now you can take this, extend it, because this it goes all the way back down here. This one, extend it because it goes all the way back there. Okay, and right there. See, that's what it is. Now if you zoom it, you will see that is a rising wage, and the beginning of that wage is right down here. So first of all, you're going to see the price come down, retest all the way down. So yeah, they are pushing gold. They're pushing it. Gold is running on fumes. There's no two ways about it. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, for example, see the wage is right there on the 4 hourly. They are pushing it. Any moment from now, you will see it come down. So again, look at it on the daily. Ah, my God. On the daily, we are forming a double top. You first got the first top. Now the second top is what we are looking for. Double top. All right. There is so many things that shows you that, yeah, this thing is not going to be sustained. But yet people are not looking at it. But anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go first. Start from Kaspa, King Kaspa, KAS. Yesterday, I told you I would start doing this in a different way because I believe that the charts on the other platforms are way cleaner and way better than this. Okay. Yesterday we have this. This is on the 1 hour. You guys already know. If you see, the ribbon has already flipped. The ribbon has gone from red to green, right? From red to green. That's what we are. And remember when I told you, price always get attracted to moving average. That's what happened. So let me use the other one first. I think I'm going to use the Phemex chart, and I'm going to go to Kaspa. Let's go this Kaspa KS right there. That's better. I'm going to use this chart. Okay, so if you look at it, like everybody else keeps telling you, and I said, look, first we had this. It's like price going choppy on the choppy part of it. But if you look on the hourly, Kaspa is forming this. Let me go. This is the only thing I don't like about this chart. You don't have the tools, okay? But oh well, Kaspa formed this pole. And now we're doing this, right? Next thing you're going to see is that's what usually happens. Okay, so here you start first by looking at the MACD. Let's open the MACD out. MACD, what do you see? MACD is going up, looking bullish, right? Second, look for RSI. Your RSI, what is the RSI right here? Okay, activate the RSI. What do you see? The same thing, right? So now you add the Bollinger Bands. Me, I used to like it to see what part of the Bollinger Bands we are. As you can see, again, pay attention. We touched the bottom of the band, broke the middle, went and retested the top of the Bollinger Bands. Now we are retesting that as support. Now the bands themselves, they are facing upwards. Therefore, this is going to be a continuation. So that's something that you want to look at when you start to look at this kind of price action. Okay, now let's go to the next one, Quant. No, before we do that, we got to go back here first. So we already seen that. We've seen that at the 4 hourly, and you've seen exactly, because everything is going to be playing on the same manner Come on, it's gonna be playing on the same manner, right? Yesterday I told you guys about this mega bull flag, and as you guys can see, we are following that trajectory because price always gets attracted to moving average. Okay, so anybody else, you can be bearish if you want, but I'm telling you, anything under 12 cents is nothing but noise. That's what it is. Okay, nothing, because above 12 cents we do have 15 cents. Above that we'll be looking at oh la la, excuse me for a second, we'll be looking at 18, 19 cents. Before you know it, we'll be looking at all-time high and then price discovery. So things are playing out according to what we want to do, what we want to see. So now we go here. I think it's better if I just use this from now on. So let's look at quant, QNT. Okay, QNT. Now these are my personal charts. So you guys, if you want to use them, that's great. If you don't want to, that's also great. But I like to look at this way. So I'm gonna take out the indicators out first. Take out the RSI. Just by looking at it from my indicator here on the 1 hour, we got the buy signal. See, we got the buy signal right there. That's the first one to tell you, okay, price I think is gonna do something amazing very soon. So you have that. Now we add the indicator. First of all, the MACD. As you guys can see, MACD is bearish, but it's starting to cross, right? It's starting to go. You have to look at it closely. If I'm using my phone, it's not going to be possible for me to zoom it in. But as you guys can see right there, it's already going. Now look at the RSI. Add the RSI to it. Okay, RSI is laying flat on the ground. See, flat on the ground. That is a sign that it's about to start going upwards. Okay, so it's severely oversold. That's what that means. Now if you add the next one, which is your Bollinger Bands, bam, what do you see? Now you see, I'm expecting this, as you see, it came down here, retest. I'm expecting this to start to squeeze. When the Bollinger Band starts to squeeze, usually be a sign of a pop-up. Okay, so everything is playing according to plan. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will also see the same. On the 4 hour, we have a buy signal already, as you can see right there, right? So everything here, as the way we are looking at it, it will all depends on what Bitcoin does next. Okay, because like if Bitcoin decides that it wants to go up, okay, QNT, let's see, QNT right there. If Bitcoin decides it wants to go up, everything else will go with it. And with now that we all know that Bitcoin is going to have this option expiring today, the 26th, yeah, something is about to happen in the market. It's about to take off. And once it does, it's not going to be for a long time. It's going to be for a very short period of time. I don't think it's going to take 6 to 8 months like everybody is calling for an extended cycle. I don't think so. But anyways, that is my own opinion. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, right? So it's up to you. But anyways, anything under $125 for me is nothing but noise. Above that, we're going to have 151, and then we will see 164. We conquer that, we'll be looking at 176. Okay, after 176, yeah, 230, and then all-time high, and before you know it, we'll be in price discovery. Okay, now let's go look at Bitcoin right quick, just for a quick second, because again, everybody and their grandmama who is not paying attention to it, is up to you. On the hourly, you can see ribbon has already turned green. It's going up, right? We still have the same price manipulation going on. People are fighting today. Today is the D-Day for Bitcoin. Today we have bulls fighting to try to maintain that those options expire at a certain price. You have the bears doing the same thing at a certain price. But yeah, it's gonna be epic, as it has already started. As you guys see, I kept telling you guys that this price movement is not easy. Look at that, up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh my goodness, look at that, up, down. This price action is not something that simple money could control. Nobody. I mean, like, if you look at the way it is going, even okay, go on the 4 hourly, you see, to move Bitcoin like this, you need a lot of money, serious amount of money. And well, We about to see, you are about to see yourself something that you was not expecting. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's going to be crazy for you to see it when these options expire today. And I know some people are going to be like, yeah, then we will go to all-time high. No, it's going to take 24 to 48 hours or even 72 hours for this thing to start feeling the effect of it. But well, if you're ready, you'll make a lot of money out of it. Okay, anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, guys, I do not condone leverage trading. Okay, so please, you need to practice. Down below, I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Follow those links and sign up. Then you will they will give you free money if you meet their deposit requirements. You get that money, take $20 out and practice. Okay, how to open trade, how to close a trade, how to do everything. Start doing that. If you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 100, whatever, easily, then you are ready. If you still cannot do it, my friend, keep on practicing, because again, leverage trading is the easiest way you can use to lose your money. And trust me, in Rec City, there is always room for one more in Rec City. So I just hope that one more is not you. Also down below there, I do have a link for Acorn. Acorn is a platform I'm using to teach my son how to trade on stock market and ETFs and all that stuff. So let's hope that if you follow the link there, you get $5. That one you don't need to meet no deposit requirements, but hey, $5 is a start on your investment journey. Okay, so follow the link, sign up, and you get free $5. Okay, anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we will start on Bydfi, which is this one right here. You guys know here I am trading Kaspa, Quant, and Jasmine. My overall today is sitting at $5,700, as you guys already know. So because I am a very aggressive trader, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. That's me. Okay, so as you can see here on my Jasmine, I am up $220. Okay, not bad. We are still doing our thing, and just like I just told you, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. On my Kaspa, I am up $64, almost breaking even, and the same thing, I trade at 50x. I don't use stop loss. That's me. Okay, you go to my Quant, I am down $4,900. That don't bother me at all, because I'm telling you, this thing is gonna run. So yeah, the same thing, just like the other ones. I trade at 50x. Okay, so please do not copy me if you don't know what you're doing. You are more than free to pause it and then look at my numbers if that's what you want to do. Now we go to the next one. It's going to be on Phemex. On Phemex, I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading Quant. Okay, as you guys can see, my overall here is sitting at $1,300 approximately. If you look at my contracts, you see that here on Kaspa, I'm almost breaking even, $36 up, and on Quant I am down, almost breaking even too, 34, because this I opened it yesterday or day before yesterday, and just like the other one, the same thing, I trade at 50x. Okay, and I don't use stop loss. So please do not follow me if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, if you want to, you can pause this and then you can look at my number if that's what you want to do. Now, last but not the least is going to be Wix Exchange. On my Wix Exchange, I trade Cubic, King Kaspa, and Quant. As you can see, my overall today is sitting at $1,600 approximately. Okay, and now if you look at my contracts, you'll see that here on Cubic, I am up $41, almost breaking even. Okay, so the same thing. You want to look at it, I trade at 50x. Okay, the same thing. I don't know less, no more, no less. That's me. If you go to the next one, on Quant, I am down $131, and on Kaspa, I am almost breaking even, $20. Okay, the same thing. I trade at 50x on all my positions, and I don't use stop loss. That's me. Okay, please do not do it like me if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, now let's go look at the last, which is going to be Acorn. Acorn is going to be this guy right here. Let's open it up and you guys can see, yeah, market, everything is sitting here $663. That's what we are sitting at. And if you look at the portfolio, you look at here, best invest, you look at this, okay, my boy, he's up 3.59. The market, I don't think the market is open due to the Christmas period or whatever is going on, but his stock market is still looking great. Except S&P 500 at 312, medium companies $39, small companies, well, we're doing good. Even the international companies $159. And we look at bonds and ETFs. Short-term bonds $39, aggregate 92. That's my boy, because that's what I kept telling him. We need to add more on the aggregate. The funny thing is that as soon as I explained this to him, as soon as I explained to him why the aggregates are important, you see, he started doubling up on that. That is perfect. That's perfectly good. Yeah. And I also try to prepare to him, like if the stock market crashes, his portfolio is going to go down, and he shouldn't worry about it, because hey, investing in the stock market or bonds is not a short-term thing, it's a long-term thing. You're talking about 10-15 years. So whatever the market does, we don't care. We just have to be consistent and keep adding money on our positions. That's what I keep telling him. So yeah, let's hope he's he doesn't panic and he doesn't feel bad when the market goes down. He sees his position on the Acorn going down. Okay, anyways, it's part of the game. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Like I said at the start, please do not forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, don't forget to comment. Okay, anything. If you don't have anything positive to say, drop an emoji. All right. And also don't forget to like. It only takes you 1 second. Click that like button and subscribe. Okay, also don't forget to share, so that all the millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Okay, you never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourselves. Okay, bye bye.